sipping on that while we do this. I guess today's video is going to be a bit different. I'm going to be talking about how dense I am. So, I'm terribly dense on how I struggle to read signs. And to an extent, maybe it's just based on my friends' interpretation of situations I've told them. But I have about 3 encounters in my life where I really do think that they were trying to flirt with me. So, the first time I can really think is freshman year of college. There's a video where I talked about how my roommate got rejected by this woman he was talking to, and it was kind of done in a very bad way. I'm actually trying to remember which video it was, but nevertheless, we used to hang out in our room. We used to hang out in our room and just watch like Markiplier and, anime stuff all the time. And I feel like I have talked about this before, but I'm just gonna speed through it just in case I haven't, or in case I did. When everybody would leave, the girl in question would ask me a lot of personal questions that she wouldn't ask in front of the group. I will say that at the time I just answered the questions because I didn't feel that uncomfortable answering them, but she was basically asking me about my dating history, and then everybody would come back and she would just kind of act like it didn't, like she didn't say anything. There was also a stint where she would ask me to hang out, and I would tell my other friends, and they would be like, well, she didn't invite us. Which is weird because I know that was our only group of friends that we all hung out, so I found it weird, but now looking back, that was probably her way of trying to get to know me. The second encounter was sophomore year. I feel like in all these situations, it all happens the same way, but I never looked into it or thought about it that way. So there's another girl. She was in my major. And around this time, Stranger Things had come out. So that was the crave on campus. So she and I would watch it with friends. And then like with the first friend I had, she would stop inviting everybody and just invite me. just saw it as platonic. But she did something weird one day that still kind of just makes me think. She essentially asked me if I was done with my drink, and I was like, yeah, and I thought she was gonna throw it away, but she like took my drink, same straw, and just like put like her mouth all around it and drank it. Now, I'm emphasizing put her mouth all around it because it's like she made an effort to make sure that, you know, her lips were touching mine on the straw. I don't know. It was one of the more weirder ones, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start drinking my drink now. Okay. And now we move on to the last encounter I had. This happened senior year, so junior year, nothing happened. So, junior year, I had to finish up my second language requirement, which was Spanish. And there was a girl who was a mutual friend of girl number one, and we just kind of talked, you know, just about the assignments and whatnot. And once again, she would, you know, try to isolate me from my friends. And then there came a point where she flat out just asked me. Well, she did ask me on a date, but I reiterated, "Oh, we're just hanging out," and she always wouldn't answer that question. But I just let it fly. I think this happened like a couple more times because she always says a date, and I'm like, "Oh, we're hanging out, right?" And she's like, "Oh, well," you know, just kept hitting me with that. And I feel really bad. It still kind of haunts me because the last time we talked, in person at least, she basically said the same thing, like, "Oh yeah, it's a date." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I was gonna bring, who else is coming? You know, I was gonna bring my friend." And she was just like, "Oh, well, actually I'm busy. You can, you know, we'll meet up some other time." And then I'm pretty sure that's when C-word 19 happened and the world kind of just shut down. But, you know, I eventually reached out to her like a year ago, and I was like, "Hey, like, sorry for that time." She's like, "Oh, it's fine, don't worry about it." Now these all could just be me, like, not necessarily me, but my friends just over speculating. But I don't know, I always thought of each of those encounters as platonic, and I didn't want to overreach or think of it as anything else. Oh, this is good. Yeah, this is really good. But yeah, that's my story. Since I have a bit more, I'm going to tell you guys about what happened at McDonald's today. If you've made it this far, at least, it'll be our own little inside secret. This is the first time ever that I've went to a McDonald's and they say they ran out of chicken nuggets. I was absolutely floored. I'm like, it is, at the time of me recording this, it's like noon. How do you run out of chicken nuggets? So, yeah, the video was supposed to be 2 double cheeseburgers and like a 10-piece nugget, but they didn't have nuggets. Yeah, I was appalled by that. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it. Thank you all for your support. We are so close to 300 subs. Like 9 days ago, I think I just hit like 200. It's absolutely insane. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one, okay?